Hi, my name is Lindsay Gallant, and I'm from Soul Compass, and I'm going to actually do a new moon reading, which occurs September 13th, 2015. So that is a Sunday if you're in Canada. And it's actually going to be also a partial solar eclipse. So that's an interesting twist on that as well. I want to thank everybody for being patient with my first reading. I know you probably feel the nervousness exuding from the screen because I was very nervous. Kind of like when you're a kid and you first hear yourself on a tape recorder and you say, wow, do I really sound like that? Kind of like that. So bear with me. This is only my second time and I will do the best I can. Again, it's for the Balsamic moon and the partial solar eclipse occurring September 13th on Sunday. So what I do first is shuffle my cards. I've already cleared these cards using my pendulum. I might do a video on that later on someday when I get to it. But right now I'm just doing usually the moon readings. These cards are actually called energy cards, and they're by Sandra Ann Taylor. They're kind of pretty, so I decided to go ahead and use these cards today. So I have shuffled, I have cleared them. I have not pulled any yet though, so I will do that now, so just bear with me. What I do is I shuffle actually till some pop out. They're called punctuation cards, and I use those. If not, then I go ahead and totally pick three. And then if the message isn't clear, I go ahead and pick some more. So what I'm doing is just picking some right now that I'll do the initial reading with, and I feel that if I feel it's not complete, I'll go ahead and pull some more. So I've done that, and what I've done is I was called to pull four for this particular one. So the first one I received was attachment, and it actually came to me upside down. This is a really good card, and I feel really embodies the energies lately because a lot of people right now are finding that things they're attached to are occurring as losses. So people are getting really stressed out, really scared, really fearful that they're going to be losing something. The only way fear can arise in losing something is when we're severely attached to something. And I don't mean family, I don't mean friends, I mean things. Jobs, material items, everything like that, or even outcome. Sometimes we're attached to a specific outcome, which is not really good because then we're not able to see other outcomes that are possibilities as well, and we can't see it from a different perspective. It's kind of like that old saying where unanswered prayers were better because they did not see it happening, in the such way that it did, and it was actually better than they anticipated. So remove your attachment. When you're attached to things, outcomes, stuff like that, you feel a sense of being out of control, which is not a very good feeling. Kind of puts your energy off and out of alignment with the divine. Trust that they will know what to do. And when I say they, I mean God, source, angels, whatever you want to call it. Trust that everything will work out and for the highest good of everybody involved. Do not be attached to things. Remove those attachments. Allow. We always think we're actually in control of our lives and of everything around us. A lot of people, need that sense of security and control. But when you realize you're not in control, that's when life gets a lot easier because we are not in control. And thinking we are, trying to put all our ducks in a row and all that stuff. And having said that, I don't mean let your life just fall away and don't try to do anything, but also know that you're being assisted and you're being helped. So just allow. Go with the ebbs and flow in life. And trust me, everything will work out and probably better than you anticipated. So remove your attachments. Also, Virgo is a very earthly sign. So sometimes they do get very, they spring into action. A lot of material aspects, stuff like that, earthly finances. That's a good thing to do, but again, do not be so attached to them that it kind of causes chaos in your life. The other thing I have is happy family. say the rainbow is blessings, I feel we lose sight of the fact that we are severely blessed because we do have people and loved ones surrounding us at all times. And we sort of forget that that really is the purpose in life. That is the only purpose, is love. Um, I feel a lot of people right now may have miscommunications with their family members and friends or people around them just because they're really unable to clearly vocalize how they feel. Be sure to tune into yourself first and really decide, is that really how you feel? Is it something deeper? Is it something, you know, not stemmed from that other person? Perhaps it's something deeper and more about you or someone else. I feel you should really check in with yourself and say, do I really feel this way? You know, am I really happy? Am I really content? Or am I really angry at this person? Or is it actually that I'm angry with myself? So I really feel too, especially with family, they say you take it out on more on the people you love. So very true. We usually take it on the people that we truly love because we can, and we know that they'll still love us for who we are, faults and all. So be really cognizant of that, especially if you have children. You know, is your patience running really thin? You know, should you take back? A lot of parents think, oh, if I take a moment to myself, then I'm not being with my child or I'm neglecting them. That's actually very far from the truth. Sometimes you need to take a moment to yourself, do something that makes you feel happy and fulfilled, and then you're able to go forward, be with your children, and actually be with them because you're more, you know, centered and aligned, less stressed out, happy. So if you're happy, then your happiness spreads to everyone else, your family and your friends. So first and foremost, get in tune with yourself. Find out what makes you happy. Do some hobbies or take some time alone. Whatever you need to do to get back to that happy spot, that happy alignment, that centered balance, and then you're able to give to everyone else. You can't deplete yourself and expect to be able to assist others. It just doesn't work that way. Um, broken heart. This one, I feel a lot of deep-seated issues are coming up in people's lives, things that even they didn't realize they felt, or deep-seated childhood issues, past relationships, old friendships that sort of fell to the wayside. I feel are coming up now for us to truly see them, be aware of them, and release them. Um, a lot of times we bury things and we suppress things so deeply, even ourselves do not know how we feel deep inside. I know I'm a culprit of that too. It's because you don't tell people how you feel. You don't express yourself, and then you bury it down. Well, it will express itself somehow in some way, whether you're aware of it or not. So, meaning it could come out in outbursts, or you could take it out on yourself in self-sabotaging manners. Some people eat to suppress feelings. Some people use drugs, cigarettes. I'm not saying they're terrible. I'm just saying some people will self-sabotage, hurt themselves or others to alleviate some pain that they have stuffed down. So be cognizant of, things that are coming up and things that trigger you are a good thing. A lot of people hear chatter in their ears. It's called ego, and it doesn't mean I'm better than you, I'm prettier than you. Ego is actually little self-talk, and it's usually negative in nature, and it's that little chatter in your ear that says you can't do this, you can't do that, you're angry with somebody. Notice those. Don't try to stuff those down as well. Notice those, and they'll tell you where you are vibrating at, where you're putting your energy to, because where your mind goes, energy flows. So if you're thinking constantly negative thoughts, things are going to appear negative in your life. And same with positive. If you're thinking constant positive thoughts, your life will be very positive. But if you have a lot of things coming up, about your past or anger, listen. Just listen enough to be aware and choose to release that from you that no longer serves you. If it doesn't make you happy, if it doesn't make anyone else happy around you, it's time to find a new way, or remove it, or release it, or forgive. Forgiveness is huge right now. Just having a conversation with somebody will allow you to kind of get their perspective, but lose the attachment to your ego and your perspective, and just allow. We're not going to battle with everybody. And sometimes when you just agree to disagree, but hear each other, you can really gain a new perspective on everything, on your life, on emotions, and all that. And you can actually heal wounds that you didn't even know existed inside of you. The last card I pulled was Door to Spirit. A lot of people right now are going through the awakening. Everybody is going through the awakening. When I say awakening, I mean everybody is ascending. The earth has actually shifted up or down or whatever in the universe. It's shifted locations. Things are changing. But Spirit is always here to help us, and they show themselves to us in all ways. Feathers, numbers. Tons of people say, I see numbers all the time. What does it mean? Well, what does it mean to you? It means they're communicating to you through things in your life to get your attention, to help you. Allow their help. Allow them to assist you in your life. Again, we are not in control of our lives for all things. We are in control of ourselves and the way we act and the way we do that, and we can choose our life path, but essentially, we are not in control of the universe. We are not in control of the weather, so just allow help from Spirit. Um, Allow yourself to see the signs, and there's nothing to fear. There's nothing to fear at all. A lot of people say, well, it scares me. I don't want to see it. How can something so full of love and that is pure love in essence be scary? What you're really afraid of is what you are not in control of and what you do not understand. Nobody truly can say they truly understand Spirit, God, whatever you want to say, because we have a human mind, but we are a spiritual being in a human body. So we don't always need to understand things fully. We don't always need to explain things fully. And we definitely don't always need to label things. Just allow, just be happy, just do things that make you happy. We're here on earth to learn and to love, and that is simply it. We always try to make things more difficult because that is our human nature to make things very difficult for ourselves and others by, putting all those things on it and trying to control. But I'm telling you right now, when you just release all of that, and I'm a culprit of it too, but I've learned the hard way that when you just relax, release, rest, and learn and love and go with the flow, life becomes a lot easier and a lot more fulfilling. And you will see that you are guided every step of the way and you are never alone. So connect to your inner divine self. Take time to listen to the messages of your higher self coming through. When we're quiet, that we're able to do that. Don't think that your ego is your higher self. Remember, negative in nature, if it's positive, most chances are is your higher self. So yeah, be gentle with yourselves. A lot of when the moon does its thing, it sort of affects everybody. Especially a new moon is a time of new beginnings, releasing the old, bringing in the new. So I encourage you now to not only release the old in material ways and the whole feelings, release your old way of thinking as well. If it doesn't serve you or anyone else, release it and adopt a new way to believe. If you get a chance to hang around kids, you'll see that they have a whole different perspective on life. And sometimes as adults, we forget that, being a kid is kind of pure and they're able to see all the solutions, not just the problems sometimes. Their imagination is strong. So get in touch with your imagination, get in touch with spirit, get in touch with your body, be aware, be gentle with yourself and others, and just go with the flow. Okay? I hope I didn't rattle on. I want to thank everybody for if you took the time to listen to this video. Yeah, so blessings to you on this new moon and partial solar eclipse. If you get a chance to get outside and have a peek, it's always a wonderful thing to do. So take care, blessings, ciao.